It's amazing to me to see these privileged elitists talk down to over half the country, whether it's Alec Baldwin, Sharon Stone, Mark Cuban. These are what these are. They're out-of-touch Hollywood elitists calling American voters uneducated. It's peak hypocrisy. They lecture from their ivory towers while being completely disconnected from the everyday realities that most Americans face. And yeah, to your point, I mean, that's exactly why Donald Trump was able to spend $460 million less than Kamala's campaign and still win resoundingly across the board. That's because people, they certainly turned out to embrace Donald Trump at the polls, but I think they turned out to reject absurdity like this. I believe that during midterm, GOP ads should feature clips just like this. Feature Alec Baldwin calling us uninformed, Mark Cuban calling women weak and unintelligent, and Biden calling us garbage.
In my country.
Yes, the other day I reported a similar video like this where these woke Hollywood celebrities went abroad and insulted majority of the people who voted for Trump. When I saw that video, I was furious. To a certain level, Alex Baldwin is being blasted everywhere on social media. You know this guy, he hates Trump for a very long time. We know that. He said some ridiculous things about him. I don't know if you've seen that. I'm going to play you that video. But before I do that, there is this lady. I suddenly realized from her that Democrats are speaking the truth. They knows that there is something wrong with elections.
No, that phone call did not help me in any way. I'm going to give you a couple of problems that we have seen with election interference. Bomb threats in blue states, not enough ballots for walk-ins. This mail-in is a complete shit show. Aside from that, we're going to say as a side note, the massive amounts of Starlink satellites that have been recalled to Earth 2 days after the election. There is so much evidence of election interference, and we are giving you evidence of a federal crime committed by a person that you spent our tax dollars making sure you convicted him of crimes against democracy, and now you're going to send the keys to him. No, we have a problem. We're going to go forward with our lawsuit. It's a class action lawsuit for all the people in this country that are registered voters who have paid taxes and then voted in an election that you were unable to keep secure. You had 4 years to handle this. And it is very, very, very sad for me to say that an administration that I adore and supported and have given time and money and moments of my precious life to make sure that you succeed, and you are standing there scratching your balls while this pedo clown car is taking over. I cannot respect you. Don't ever ask us for money again.
It is extremely funny to see how Libras are marching down like this. They are still talking about this after almost a month. I thought everything was okay, elections are secured. They have suddenly realized that elections are not secure. When Trump said this, and a lot of people said this, a Democrat were there, say everything is secure because the laws now they claim this. When I saw this video, at a certain point, I just had to laugh. I decided to include on this clip so you can see the level of hypocrisy with these people. When it favors them, there is no problem. If it doesn't favor them, there is a big problem. They want to file lawsuit. Insane, right? Going back to Alex Baldwin.
In my country, without going into significant detail, half the people in the country are happy and half the people in the country are very unhappy. it's a very difficult time in the United States. And I think the only way people can learn what is happening, and film is unique in this way, not only
Alec Baldwin is at it again. And he is now accusing Americans of being uninformed about reality. Not only about American reality, but also international affairs. This is a man who is so informed and is married to a woman who constantly portrays herself as something she is not. Hillary Baldwin goes by the name Hilaria and insists that she is of Spanish descent and cannot pronounce the word cucumber. If you know, you know. And then his charges for involuntary manslaughter, when he pew-pewed someone on the set of a movie, were actually dismissed because it was found that the state withheld evidence. Now, when this person all of a sudden became the knowledgeable persona on all things international affairs and American media information, I don't know. But why we give credibility to Hollywood blows my mind, because I, for one, do not believe a word that comes out of their mouths.
but around the world. What's happening, you might not learn from the news. Television news in the United States is a business. They have to make money. And again, not to go into great detail about that.
Some of these Hollywood celebrities are out of touch. When you look at someone like Alec Baldwin, he should shut up his mouth. He should not even be speaking. You understand what he did? A lot of people are still even angry about it. Coming out to say half of the country is angry, and it is crazy. Majority of people voted for Trump, so you cannot say half of the country. These are people with a lot of money. They don't understand how the mere person on the street is feeling. Yeah, reason you saw all kind of Hollywood celebrities coming out to endorse Kamala. Some are now even leaving the countries as a result of this. I saw even a CEO of Lincoln. He left the country, or he's considering to free the country as a result of that, which to me, it is insane. Sometimes when I look at these Hollywood celebrities, it is at a certain level that, let me not say it.
Dear Mon Pa MAGA, so you're out there driving around in your F-1 $50 left in your bank account, honking and shouting shit about owning the libs, blaring country music, and letting your 3 American flags on your back gate get ripped to absolute shreds by wind and weather because you finally stuck it to the elites by electing a billionaire who has just tasked 2 other billionaires with taking shit you rely on away so that they can make more billions. Do I have that about right?
I have no word for JoJo. She's also insane. Look at what she's putting out.
All right. Today, former VP nominee Tim Walz is set to finally address Democratic donors amid reports that the Harris campaign spent themselves into debt, leaving staffers high and dry.
Meanwhile, Trump's new super team is assembling and falling more into form by the day.
Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us live from the White House.
Hollywood actors like Sharon Stone and Alec Baldwin now say Trump voters are ignorant and stupid for voting for him. Stop giving money to people who hate you. Stop watching their garbage films. That is according to who posted this video. Look at Hollywood. They can't even hide it any longer. If you know that you are not comfortable, move to a different country.
ABC News can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin, which means he is the winner of this race and will return to the White House.
And Donald Trump will be our next president.
Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any in modern America.
Please register to vote.
Look at this.
She's only up by 15 points.
Got Taylor Swift.
People understand how easy.
Tulsi Gabbard added to Donald Trump's cabinet.
Seemed to be coalescing around. They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
You have to say they from woke. Focus less on who is woke.
Such an absolute prick.
Not doing great.
Terrible night last night. It was a terrible night.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one?
Bishop Vigano, he says that
A lot of people were confused about why